I'm Carlos Henriquez, and today's topic is, how much do you need to retire? Let's start with the definition of retirement from a financial sense. Income on demand, indexed to inflation, indefinitely. When you arrive at the point where you have all the income you need, and it's indexed to inflation for the rest of your life, by our definition, you're retired. Many people choose to continue to work when they've arrived at this point. That's okay. You're choosing to work, but from a financial standpoint, you're retired. In order to know if you meet this definition, we need a spreadsheet. Let's say we currently have $1.7 million in retirement assets. If your plan is to retire in 4 years, we need to apply a rate of return to that number and take into account what you're still putting into your 401k. Next, we'll add your spending, including inflation. Since we know that every year everything will cost more, once we plug in that number, the spreadsheet tells us if you can afford to retire. Those assets need to peak no earlier than age 87, age 88, somewhere around life expectancy for this to be a viable plan. If you build a spreadsheet for yourself and the assets peak at 75, that's a spreadsheet that's going to be in danger of you outliving your assets. But what happens if you have the opposite problem and there's too much money for your retirement? We work with very highly technical people, and most of them, in our experience, are on a curve that never peaks. There's more in assets at age 100 than there was at age 99. And because we've been conservative in our decision-making, theoretically, we'll outperform the plan. Now, the goal for us is to add some lifestyle. If you're someone who's been living on $200,000 a year, we want you to be able to continue to live on that in retirement. And of course, indexed to inflation. But for those of you on a runaway curve, you can add in a little extra spending in the first 10, 12, 14 years of retirement. Maybe $40,000 a year additionally. We can keep adding spending as long as we don't bend our curve so that it's peaking before age 88. To us, all of these are important aspects of understanding how much you need to retire. Thank you for listening, and I hope you found this helpful.